British Open 2019. Whose legacy would benefit the most from winning the Open? Every year, when we reach the fourth major, there are at least 3 golfers sitting pretty to win one of the for the rest of those teeing it up at Royal Portrush, that is not the case. To adapt an old, so let's count it down from 10 as we examine the players who most need the claret jug this week, and the ones whose legacies would be transformed the most by a win. 10. Jason Day 9. Francesco Malin 8. Heidke Matsuyama 7. Ian Poulters 6. Bryson DeChambeau 5. Tommy Fleetwood 4. Dustin Johnson 3. Justin Rose 2. Ricky Fowler 1. Rory McIlroy.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.